Hey everybody, Mr. Minnick again. Last video I went in and I showed you guys the intro page. Kind of hard to see on my webcam here, but that's all right. I showed you my intro page that is talking about the directions for each of the assignments that I have. I'm going to dive into those in just a couple seconds, but the first thing I want to make sure that you remember is that I really want you guys to be, if you're turning this in as a file, I'd prefer that you do this on notebook paper regardless. But if you turn it as a file, just go ahead and take a picture of it or a scan or whatever you would have. But I do want this one done on notebook paper just because I want to see your process of writing it, writing the assignments, and to see how that's going. And then make sure, obviously, everything has your name on it, and that you follow all of the directions on here. I don't think there's anything else that I missed last time. So that's pretty good. Also, if you need my website, it is listed on here. It would be, hopefully that's not backwards, but if it is, you do know that's tinyurl.com/Mr. Minnick's class with no punctuation marks in there. That will take you to my website. So I showed you the intro page. Now where we're starting is the second page of the packet, which is the first assignment. Each class, it's going to say All-Star Face-Off, but if you notice up here, it's going to tell you if it's in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, because even though it is the same story, it does change up depending on the grade level. You can see Steven there down in the corner creeping on my video. But anyway, so the first thing is the article, and like I said, it's going to be slightly different depending on what grade level you're in. So make sure that if you're in 6th grade, you're reading the 6th grade version, etc. As long as you picked up the right packet, you'll be good to go. If you're getting this online, on the files page, I'm going to show you how to get there. Just make sure that you've gone to the 6th, 7th, or 8th version. So I'm going to minimize myself a little bit here so you can see where I'm at. So again, if you're on my website, I'll make sure that you can kind of see this well. But if you're on my website, you went to the files page, and then you can see Padlet, Login, Zoom, or whatever. Obviously, we're going to the extended break packets. And I'm using this to show you guys because I can get closer to my assignments, and so you can actually read along with me or go along with me here. Now, I'm not going to read the article or the stories along with you here because, again, number one, you can read, but number two, it's good practice for you guys to be reading over this yourself. Now, again, if you remember the really good tip, I saw some of you guys were still following right up until the break, but making sure that as you're going through and you're reading, that you're underlining anything that's important, or you're circling the names of people that are important, or places, or anytime you see a number, whether it's a date or a statistic, right, a number that tells a story, you're circling that, you're putting a box around it. All those things are going to be important. So if you're looking on my screen here, again, I can try to spotlight it. Packet 1 is the old one, so you don't want to open that one anymore unless for some reason you need to make something up. But in packet 2, where it says new, that's the one that we're going to be going to here. Reading 1 will be in the folder at the top by grade level, and then reading 2 will be by grade level as well, just to show you that when you click it, it opens up the different classes. If I were in 7th grade, I'd click that. The PDF here is the articles, and then your assignment is to the left of that. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here. We were just talking about reading number 1, though, so that's where I'm going to go to start, and then we can walk through that together a little bit. So reading number 1, I would pick which article it is that's for my class. I'd read through that there, and at the very bottom of the article, it says stop and think. In fact, I'll pull up the 8th grade one here just to show you. But it kind of gives you a preview to the question I'm going to ask. It says stop and think. How is the NBA All-Star Game different from a regular NBA game? In sports news, the result is usually reported at the start of the article. Why does this article end with it? So that's kind of a preview. It's almost the exact same question that I'm going to ask you on the assignment that's on the next page, okay? So what you'll do is you'll turn to the next page, and again, in my little packet thing here, I've read my first article, and I'm going to be flipping onto the page that says All-Star Face-Off Questions, and I'm going to get to that page in the next video here. I just wanted to show you guys where you can find it in that folder and what that looks like and how to find your specific grade level. So next video, I'll explain it in more detail. Next video.